So, you're a car designer. You've just finished your latest masterpiece. You put down your pens, sit back, and wonder whether your new baby is destined for success or failure. Will it be a brief flash in the automotive pan, a mere fashion bauble? Or will it go on to achieve that ultimate, almost mythical goal of classic status? It's the stuff of dreams for car designers, and if I could predict with certainty which cars would go on to become classics, I'd be buying them right now.
Well, we've got together 3 cars that we reckon our children, and quite possibly our grandchildren, will still be lusting after in years to come. The 3 are the Honda S2000, Porsche's Boxster and the TVR Chimera.
This is the 4-litre Chimera. Works out at around about £30,000. So it has a far, far bigger engine than either the Honda or the Porsche Boxster. And if 4 litres of V8 power isn't enough for you, you can have a 4.5 litre. You can even go up even further, go for the 500, and it's a massive 5 litre. 60 miles an hour comes up in 4.8 seconds. But let's not forget that there's no fancy traction control system here to keep the rear under control in the wet, which makes the TVR very much one for the enthusiast.
Oh no, if it's sophistication that you're after, then look no further than the Porsche Boxster. Not only does it have the right pedigree and the right badge on the bonnet, but it simply oozes class. If only every single car could sound like this. And what about behind the wheel? Well, it certainly doesn't disappoint. It may not have the kick of something like a 911, but then this is 30 grand less, so I've got no complaints. What about the handling? Well, I think it's enough to say that this is the kind of car that just begs to be taken out on the open road. 0 to 60 takes just 6.9 seconds, and it has a top speed of just under 150 miles per hour. And after all, their speed limit is 70. Now, the interior of the Boxster is not like the TVR's. It doesn't feel handcrafted. Instead, this is a German car. You get precision and you get quality. The layout really is superb. And if the chrome trim isn't for you, then don't worry, because there are others you can choose from.
When I first saw the S2000, I thought it one of the best-looking cars that Honda have produced. It looks taut and muscular, and that's largely helped by the way the metal appears to have been stretched over the wheels at the front, and those taut lines continue to the rear, where there's a very smart light cluster, and overall a very handsome-looking car. And the good news is that those good looks are continued through to the interior. Despite it boasting enough onboard technology to launch a satellite before breakfast, it's not as unspirited a drive as you might think. It's certainly not soulless. In fact, it's pretty involving, and you do feel that that technology is there for your benefit as a driver and to maximise the fun you can have. And it works.
But if you were parting with your own pennies for one of these 3, which would you go for? Well, in the end, it's down to personal choice.
And maybe that you prefer the eccentric Brit, or maybe you favour the tautly engineered Teutonic Porsche. If technological innovation is your thing, then it has to be the Honda.
Richard, I've really had you down as an eccentric Brit, you know.
But I want the Porsche.
Oh, come on, I'll give you a lift.
Thank you.